Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be using Giant EDRAG. So basically it's my Giant EDRAG deck, as you guys know, but with Night Witch instead of the Prince, because I think Night Witch is a lot better than the Prince in this meta. Because, I mean, there's a lot of skeletons and stuff and, like, good distractions, and I feel like just with the Night Witch buff, I mean, it's just a lot stronger, and it makes the deck cycle a lot quicker, so there's several reasons why I like having the Night Witch in the deck instead of the Prince, and I'm currently top 100 right now, 98th in the world using Giant EDRAG, and I lost my last game here, but before that, we were on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game win streak. Well, the ones before this was with Elixir Golem, but yeah, we got on a 5 game win streak with Giant EDRAG, and I decided to make a video on it because I feel like it's actually better, a lot better in the meta than I thought it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a couple live games and then probably show a replay. Maybe I'll play more than a couple live games, but if I push up a lot higher, I might just want to play replays, but I guess we'll just kind of see how it goes. Like, if I win this game, I'll probably play another, and then maybe if I lose, I'll, like, stop whenever I lose a game. Maybe that's the best thing to do. So if I keep winning, like, let's say I win 3 games in a row, I'll just keep going. So it looks like we found a game against Furia here. Let's give him the good luck. And he's got a log, so... Okay, and a Mega Minion. Let's just go with a Giant in the back. I know this guy uses a lot of RG Lightning, so I wonder if that's what he's using. And it looks like he does have the Furnace, so I think that is what it's looking like. And this could be a little bit annoying since we don't... since he probably has Lightning. So, yeah, we need to focus here. It definitely is winnable, but it's, like, very, very tough to win. Okay, I'm gonna EDRAG here. He might just Lightning it. We'll have to see what he wants to do. Alright, it looks like he doesn't. He's just gonna log. Okay, let's just cycle a Night Witch other lane. And he's gonna activate King Tower, so that's not really good at all for us. Okay, we are going to get a nice Fireball off, though, but he's probably just going to go in with an Ewiz on top of this. Yeah, so we don't get much damage there at all. He has his King Tower activated. So this is not looking good at all for us. I'll just log his tower. Mega Minion on his Mega Minion, and then Giant. I'm going to Miner the Furnace, Miner the opposite side this time. He's going to go with a RG in the back. Let's just log his Furnace. And go with another Giant. I wonder if we're going to have a tower trade situation here, guys. Looks like we do. Let's zap here. We're getting a lot of damage on his King Tower. I think he's going to RG in the pocket. Let's go with a Giant here and a Miner. And guys, that is going to be game. Wow, sorry there for not talking. That was actually really intense there, and we kind of made it, like, in a way, a bit of a comeback. Like, honestly, that's a pretty, I don't know, like, in my opinion, RG Lightning is a really difficult matchup for this deck, but I felt like I really remained calm after he activated the King Tower, and we were able to stack 2 Giants. Like, in my opinion, he also made a pretty big mistake going in with an RG in the back, because when you're using RG Lightning versus Giant, you don't really want to play an RG in the back because you're kind of allowing the other person to stack units and like defend the RG, where if you're playing it at the bridge, you're gonna get more hits in most likely. So I think that was what cost him the game. But yeah, we just remained calm after he activated the king, and then we ended up getting the win. So now we're 74th in the world right now. I think I'm gonna play another game for sure, and yeah, maybe see if we could start a win streak. If we win this next game, I'll still play another live game after that, and we'll just, I guess, play live games until we lose, and then we'll just show replays from there. I think that's what I'll do. Alright, so we found another game here against MB Chile. Let's give him the good luck. And yeah, we want to wait for him to make the first move. We'll see what he wants to do. If not, we could just zap his tower, but I mean, my cycle isn't really... Okay, so he's gonna go for a bandit. I guess I'm just gonna giant. I mean, I don't really have another move in that situation. Guys, we might have to do something kind of risky here, go in a little aggressive, and the only reason why is because, I don't know, I didn't really have the best cycle for that bandit. I didn't have a miner, I didn't have a night witch, and that's what I normally would have done. I would have gone in for like a defensive miner or a night witch on it, but that wasn't the case, obviously. Let's go with a zap here to kill the musketeer. And he has minions, so pretty interesting deck on his end. I think he has wall breakers. Okay, let's go for a fireball here. And there's the wall breaker. So yeah, I've seen this deck before. It's Mega Knight wall breakers. So not that bad of a matchup, to be honest, but we did have a pretty like annoying start because we didn't have a Night Witch in rotation. We didn't have a miner in rotation for his bandit, so we just kind of went for like a giant, and I felt like that was a little I don't know, I typically don't like to be too aggressive in singles, so that put us kind of in an awkward situation. Okay, let's just go with the Night Witch here. I might do the same thing again, just because I know what he's using this time. Yeah, there we go. I think we could get a good EDRAG here. Let's go with a miner on top of his Mega Minion, and he goes with the Zap. Pretty interesting Zap, in my opinion, because now he doesn't have the Zap for the bats, which are going to get a lot of damage on the Mega Knight and end up killing it. We need to zap those minions for sure. I think he's probably back to another Musketeer, so I wouldn't be surprised if he plays that. Looks like he doesn't. And he's going to ban it at the bridge. Let's just Night Witch on top of that. And he's going to go ahead and Musketeer in the back. So I think we should try to set up another push here. He's going to go with the Mega Knight again. Ooh, bad miner on his part. And I think we should keep up the pressure here. I think if we go in with another giant and stack another EDRAG, we should have the win here, to be honest. That bandit should die to the fireball. Giant's on the tower. It's going to get at least another couple hits in. And yeah, guys, I think that's going to be a game. Can we just cycle back to another... There we go. Log will finish it off after the miner gets a hit. That's going to be a good game. Honestly, guys, pretty good matchup for us, but still really happy to win it. I mean, we definitely, in a way, came back a little bit. Kind of like the first game, too. We kind of made a bit of a comeback. Like, things were not looking good at all for us at the beginning. And then same with that game. He kind of took, like, half of our tower at the beginning of the game. But we were able to come back pretty easily. And, I mean, yeah, just the EDRAG that game just gets tremendous value because he doesn't have a single spell to kill it. And yeah, that's going to put us at 59th in the world, so working our way up, and if we do win another game, that'll put us at top 50, so yeah, I would just say, like, let's just go in another live game. Again, I'm going to keep playing until I lose, so if that means we end up getting top 10 without losing a game, then that would be pretty cool, but we'll just kind of have to see what happens. And I'll edit out the search time if I need to, if it's more than 30 seconds, but I'll just like let it sit if we can find a game within the next 30 seconds. And yeah, this would be awesome, guys, if I could use Giant EDRAG the rest of the season. Alright, guys, so it looks like we found a game against Buffmac. Let's give him the good luck. So we definitely need to focus here. Buffmac is a really good player. Like, he's in CRL, if you guys didn't know. And yeah, he's a great player. Alright, so He has Goblins and Zap, so I think he could be using... Okay, Goblin Zap, so I'm not too... Earthquake, so maybe it's like a Hog deck, or maybe it's... Alright, we'll see here. So I think it could be like RG or Hog Rider. That would be my best guess. Alright, I'm gonna go with a Miner here on top of his Executioner. That's definitely a good Fireball, because that's gonna kill the Executioner and also hit his Miner. Unfortunately, though, I don't know how much damage we are gonna get, because he does have the Valkyrie there. Okay, so I think this has to be RG or Hog Rider. Okay, he's just gonna again Earthquake our tower. And he's gonna Executioner again. I think I actually want to Night Witch this lane because I feel like the Executioner is just going to kill it if we go same lane as it. And I'll go in with a Log here. Let's go with an EDRAG though. I think he has Zap for those. Yeah. Okay. We do get a lot of damage on his left lane, but he got more damage on our right lane. So this is going to be a little sketchy here, guys. I think we need to log this lane because the Valkyrie's not going to stay alive for too much longer. If you guys didn't know, Fireball Zap Log does kill the Executioner, so we could just go in for that. Let's go for a Night Witch here. Okay, I thought he was going to RG that lane, but unfortunately he didn't. So yeah, we do kill the Executioner, but honestly, guys, yeah, we aren't going to be able to break through this game. I'll give him the well played. I mean, definitely a really good player, and he played that pretty well too. So, yeah, I guess, like, yeah, good game on his end, but definitely really tough for us to break through because of the Executioner. We do manage to take a tower there at the very end, but, yeah, we do end up losing, but we only lost 20 trophies, so I guess not too bad. And there is a couple, and that's going to put us, okay, so now we're 69th in the world, good ranking, I guess. And, there's a couple replays I want to show you guys against decks that are good in this meta, so you know how to play the matchup. So definitely wanted to show you guys this one here, because this Mega Knight Wallbreaker deck is used quite a bit. You saw me beat it earlier, but there's a key play here that I want to show you guys. That's very important, and it kind of, well, I guess in a way won me this game, but if you guys didn't know you could do this, you can. If they go with a Miner and Wallbreakers, you can Fireball both the Miner and the Wallbreakers if you time it perfectly. So I'll show you guys. I think we'll put this at 2 times speed until we get to that point in the game, just because it's a little, I think it's like a little bit into the game, so wait for like 30 seconds and then we'll slow it down. I think it was, I believe, his next set of Wallbreakers. But yeah, this is definitely pretty easy to win, because all you do is EDRAG on his Inferno Drag, and this was a bad play on his end going in for that Bandit there, so we just kite it there with our Giant, and then at this point he kind of was in a lot of trouble. He wasn't able to like stop this. I mean, he goes in with the Mega Knight, and that's going to prevent some of the damage, but we get so much. And I think this is where it was, where after this he goes in for Minor Wallbreakers, but we'll see. I think this was it. And this is a key play that you guys should do whenever they go in for Minor Wallbreakers and you have a Fireball in rotation, because it gets you good value. It's a 4-for-5 trade. This is it right here. So I'm going to pause it for a second. Whenever they go for Miner in the back and Wallbreakers at the bridge, if you have a Fireball in rotation, you can shut it down for 4 Elixir, which is a +1 trade for you, and you only take a couple Miner hits. And that's really important because with this deck, you don't have a ton of answers to the wall breakers. I mean, you do have Zap, but if they have a tank for it, Zap isn't enough. Same with Log. So let's play here and watch what I do. You wait till the last second, like when the wall breakers are really close to the tower, and then you fireball, and they do not connect, and the miner just gets like 2 or 3 hits in before that happens. So it's a really good trade for you, and I always try to do that whenever I can. So I think from that point we could speed it up here because the rest was relatively easy. All I was really doing was just going in for like Giants and EDRAGs, knowing he really had no way to kill the EDRAG. So this was pretty much like I took his left tower and then go opposite lane, and then I just eventually overwhelm him because he wasn't able to defend. Miner on that magic archer, and yeah, that was it. He wasn't able to take our tower in time. Another fireball on top of the wall breakers, and yeah, that's it right there. So I guess I want to show you guys 1 or 2 more against Expo because Expo's used a lot in this meta, and you guys might think that it's a very easy win, but it isn't always, and you can get in very awkward cycles against a really good Expo player. So I want to go into this one to give you guys like the proper like play style you want to play against Expo. So I already knew this guy was a cycle player. I didn't know what he was running, but after seeing the Ice Spirit and the Skeletons, I was like, okay, this either has to be 2.6, 2.9, or like Hog X NATO. So from that moment, I just miner in the back because when I play cycle decks, I don't like to miner the tower. I like to miner in the back because what it allows me to do, it's not that big of a deal, but what I like to do is it kind of cycles you and they don't really respond to it. So I don't know. It's just something I like to do. You guys have probably seen me do it a lot, defensive miners, but it's something I would recommend if you're not entirely sure what your opponent's running. And if they're running kind of like a cheap cycle deck, it's a good idea to like miner defensively first play of the game. And if you're versing a beatdown deck, then it's okay to like miner their tower, that's fine. So the thing here against Expo is your cycle can get really bad. Like you'll see here, he's going to set up a Tesla and an Expo, and I don't have a Giant in rotation. So look at here what I'll do. I'll pause it for a second. My hand is not very good. I mean, you see I have a Miner Fireball in rotation, but if I go with a Miner and a Fireball on top of his Expo, with that Tesla still alive, and if he like logs the Miner, the Expo is going to be at like a third of its health still, which is like 1,500, 2,000 damage on my tower. So I don't really want that. So what I need to do is stall the Expo and get back to another Giant. So what I do is just miner there. You see, like, don't miner the Expo, miner to like distract it, and then I'm back to a Giant. I don't play it right on top of the Expo and the Tesla, because if I play it right on top, it's going to die right away, because the Tesla is just going to kill it. So I need to save Elixir to have enough for Mega Minion. And then here, I believe he's going to get a little bit of damage, but we do end up finishing off the Expo relatively quick. But he's going to get a bigger lock later in the game, and you see me there, I do the eye roll, because I was a little annoyed, because I knew here he was going to cycle back to another Expo, and we did not have a Giant in rotation. So look at that, he goes with an Ice Spirit, and then he sets up another Expo here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. He goes in for another Expo. We again don't have a Giant in rotation. This time I miner the tower, go with the Giant right on top because I have enough Elixir, and then that Fireball is going to shut down the Expo relatively easy. And then that's not where he gets the lock. I believe it's this one. You guys will see here. I believe this Expo is what kind of... No. We go for a Giant here on top of this, and then Fireball it, I think. And then we take care of this one, but... this is what puts us, I think, really low on Elixir. And yeah, like, we kill his Expo there, he gets archers down, and then I think it's here he sets up another Expo, and like, look at my cycle. This is where he got me into such a bad cycle that I had to eat some damage. Like, you see here, I had a Fireball, I had a Log, so no Miner in cycle, no ground cards, so I was forced to Fireball. And then I Night Witch, so Night Witch kind of goes to waste. He has a really nice Fireball. I don't have the reaction time to play a Giant, so what I do is go with a Giant in the back, opposite lane, and I thought at this point, I'm probably going to lose. I mean, look at all that damage he's getting. I go with a Miner here. I hold off on the Zap, because I know if I use too much Elixir on that Expo, I can't really build up a push. So I do a split lane push here. I have Giant other lane, and then I go for a Night Witch and Giant in the left lane, and like my hope is to like overwhelm him. And he goes in for Tesla there, but that means he doesn't have much defense for the left lane, and this is where we get some good damage and make, like, I guess a pretty good comeback. It was from this moment right here. We go with a Miner right on top of the archers, Giants on the Tesla, we keep, you know, placing stuff at the bridge, going in for a Mega Minion, and this is where, as I said, we partially overwhelm him. We fireball the tower in the Ice Golem, Giant gets a few hits in, and I think he stops the Mega Minion, but now look at that, we have such a good elixir lead, and from this point we can just keep up the pressure. I'm going to put it at 2 times speed because the rest of the game, I'm basically doing the same stuff. I'm playing Giant Night Witch at the bridge with miners because what I need to do is keep the pressure up, because if he, like, has any opportunity to fireball cycle, he will. So this ended up being really close. I had to keep applying all the pressure I could. Notice I'm switching all the miner placements every single time. I'm like logging, Mega Minion, Night Witch, and just applying pressure, again switching the miner every single time, so then that way he doesn't catch it, hopefully. And then at this point, this is where it gets really close. I could actually slow it down here for a second. He's like cycling fireballs, but luckily I'm able to cycle back to mine before, because he had to cycle 2 sets of fireballs and I only had to cycle 1, so that ends up getting me the win. I give him the good game, and yeah, we ended up getting the win against like the Expo deck, and we got a little bit of a comeback, I guess you could say, because as long as you can make it until double elixir, it's not too bad, but singles where you can get in kind of awkward cycles. So let me look here, see if I have another replay I want to show you guys. I guess I could show you guys this one, because this bomb tower cycle deck is used a ton in the meta right now. And guys, I do apologize that I do BM a little bit at the end of the game. I just wanted to throw it out there. The reason why I did is because, yeah, the last few times I versed this guy, he BM'd me, so, yeah, just wanted to say that, because I don't, like, normally ever BM, so, like, just in case you guys were wondering why I did it at the end of the game, that's why. But anyways, we didn't have a good counter for those wall breakers, so I just decided to cycle a Giant in the back and kind of tank that damage. And after seeing the Bomb Tower and the Valkyrie, I knew immediately what this deck is. I decided to Fireball to try to get the Giant to the tower, but honestly that was probably a little bit too aggressive, and he's able to defend this Magic Archer, and yeah, that wasn't great for us. We didn't get much damage, and now he kind of had a half health Magic Archer on the map, but luckily he didn't apply pressure with wall breakers, because if he did, we probably wouldn't have had the best cycle to defend it. So in this matchup, guys, obviously in single elixir, you're not really ever going to break through. I mean, their cycle is so much faster. Their deck, I think this deck is like 2.8 elixir, and Giant EDRAG Night Witch is 3.5 elixir. So that means that, like, in single, you're never going to be able to outcycle them. So to build your main pushes, you have to wait till double. And since the EDRAG is such an expensive card, 5 elixir, that too, you don't really want to use much until you really have the opportunity to use it. And I think here I go ahead and cycle, yeah, my EDRAG in the back, you see here. And I'm not, like, being aggressive at all. I'm just cycling stuff because I know if I apply too much pressure and I'm down on elixir, he's just going to spam me with wall breakers, like Valkyrie, Magic Archer, whatever. So it's finally double, which is where you can build, like, your main pushes. And luckily for us, we didn't take too much damage in single elixir. And this was a really good, yeah, Night Witch log here, finishing off the miner and the wall breakers. And then I go with another Giant in the back. So Giants in the back are also the key in this game. You're trying to build up a push. You're not using your support cards and then playing a Giant in front. You're literally in this matchup kind of using a beatdown deck. You're playing everything in the back until later in the game when I eventually overwhelm him. And that was a good Magic Archer on his part. We are going to go ahead and fireball it right there. And then I think I send in a miner here on his tower when he plays. I'm trying to remember when I send in a miner. I think it's when he went for a Magic Archer. I go for a miner. Yeah, there we go. So I miner on top of the Magic Archer, and I think I go for a prediction log, or never mind, I don't. But yeah, he's laughing here. Obviously, not really happy at all, and it's just a matter of being patient. I also think, in my opinion, he probably should have switched lanes, because I mean, like, when you're using a wall breaker deck and beating a heavy beatdown deck, you typically want to switch lanes. But yeah, there we go. We do end up getting the win, and guys, again, I apologize about the BM. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all I wanted to show you guys. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you thought it was helpful and that you, liked the video, because I know you guys like seeing me play Giant EDRAG, so I hope 3 live games were fun for you guys to watch, and also a couple of replays that I thought would be beneficial to you guys. I hope the replays weren't too boring. Let me know if you found the replays helpful. I know you guys like the live games the most, but I also think replays are pretty important because, you know, it gives me a chance to, like, commentate and talk and say why I made the decisions, why I did. So yeah, 67th in the world, definitely not bad, and make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and comment below what you guys want to see next video, and let me know if you want me to do a video on the sudden death tournament. I might make one. I don't normally make videos on Sunday, but maybe I will, just to do this sudden death tournament. Let me know if you want to make one on getting all the rewards. Unfortunately, guys, the rewards aren't that good on this one. I don't know if you guys saw, but the best reward is the I don't know what this, it's lightning chest, right? Yeah, so, and then the rest are gold chests and silver chests, so not sure why that's the case, but I mean, I don't know. It's better than nothing, I guess, but it's definitely unfortunate that they aren't giving out free tokens. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks again until next time.